So just finished watching episode 127. Don't worry, no spoilers ahead if you haven't watched it. This isn't even a review. I'm not even going to talk about it, really. I'm actually going to talk about a small problem I have with the Tournament of Power arc, or TOP arc. It's a very small one. It's not a big deal or anything. But I feel like a few people have the same problem, too. And that is that the TOP arc focused too much on characters that were very relevant, or characters that no one liked or cared about. Say, like, Ribrianne. From what I understand, not a lot of people liked Ribrianne. I didn't like her either. Yet, she had so much screen time, was given so much focus. She had, like, a good 4 episodes of fighting or something like that, whereas, yeah, like my Ford hat, anyways. Whereas, like, Topo, he got, like, an episode and a half. And I'm sure if you took all the minutes of him fighting, it'd be even smaller. It'd be like 15 or something stupid like that. I mean, yeah, we saw him, earlier in the arc get a few fights here and there, but they weren't main fights. They were just like little like scrappings, kind of like like a shot of this guy fighting and a shot of this guy fighting. Like when Vegeta and Toppo were fighting earlier on, we saw a little bit, but it didn't show much because that was mostly, pretty sure Goku and Kefla were fighting a lot at that time, so it was more focused on them. And I have an issue with this. I mean, I'm sure most people do, because when Toppo finally transformed, he was really cool when he turned into the God of Destruction. That was cool. Before when he was just like walking around like this, saying Justice Flashe or whatever the crap, it didn't seem like anyone, people, and we all still liked him, but he was kind of like, you're a bit of a jokey kind of character. You're fat, just big fat guy with these massive arms, or it's not really massive, but his arms were like that, and it was kind of annoying. I got chalk on my from deadlifting earlier. It's just bugging me. Anyways, yeah, but then once Toppo made the transformation into God of Destruction, it was like, whoa, that's cool. We wanted to see more of that, and I feel like if the Universe 7 versus Universe 11 fight should have started a little bit earlier on, and it probably could have if there wasn't given so much attention to characters no one cared about. They kind of dragged it on there, I felt. Whereas the characters who are God tier stats, we wanted to see those guys fight. And I understand the whole save the best surprises for later. That's always good. You want to drag it out, right? You don't want all the spoilers and big deals to come out super early, right? But at the same time, now it's being so rushed, right? I mean, Jiren's character, maybe we could have seen a little more fleshing out from him a little bit earlier, right? I mean, or Toppo, God of Destruction, could have seen a little more fighting from him, right? I mean, he had his moment where he transformed, dominated Frieza completely, and it wasn't even a fight. It was just him like flicking a little thing at him, and then grabbing his head and smashing it on the ground and kicking him. And then 17 was more just kind of dodging and running. And then Vegeta came in, got pummeled a bit, and then Vegeta just overpowered him. There was no, like, back and forth, kind of like what's, a little bit equal. You didn't really get much of that with God of Destruction Toppo. And he just got thrown out. He just got thrown out like that. He didn't get much screen time. He didn't get much of anything. Ribrianne got more action than he did. Same thing with Hit. Ribrianne got more action than Hit. Hit got eliminated so early in the tournament. And, I mean, like, I don't know, I guess I'm okay with that, but it was so cool, and it was advertised as earlier on in Super as this, like, deadly assassin, and he just, I guess he just took the job to Jiren, even though we already knew Jiren was really powerful, because Kaioken times 10, Super Saiyan God, Blue Goku, couldn't touch Jiren, so we knew Jiren was really powerful. I don't know if it had a job to him like that. Like, I guess it's fine Jiren eliminating Hit, but I feel like he could have lasted a little longer. I don't know. Ribrianne lasted longer than Hit did. Ribrianne had so much fight time. I mean, I know now that we're seeing Jiren fighting a lot more, especially after episode 124 onwards. We're seeing him actually fight. But I feel like it could have been a little bit earlier. I feel like they didn't have to waste so much time dragging on with characters no one wanted to see, no one cared about, and characters ended up just getting eliminated and erased anyways. Like some stupid Yard Rat and some other guys. But anyways, yeah, that's my only real problem with the Tournament of Power arc. I still think it's a great arc, don't get me wrong. that's just a little minor issue I have with it. And I'm sure if they did another way, that'd probably still have a minor issue with it. Nothing's perfect, so I mean the arc's still great though. I still love it. I'm not gonna stop watching it for that reason. I am sad it's gonna end after 131. I really hope they pick it back up because it's really popular right now. Like all my buddies who weren't even too like my buddies all watch Z, but they weren't too into Super or didn't really catch on. They're all all catching up now, trying to watch it, trying to get it in. Like it's really popular. It's catching on big. So I really hope. I know there's a movie coming out sometime during the year, later on. But I really hope the show comes back on. It's so good. It's so entertaining. It's so fun to watch. The fights are great. Whoever hasn't seen 127 yet, and that just came on, it's a good episode. You should definitely check it out. But I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to say anything. So, yeah, anyways, that's all I have to say about the TOP arc. I just wish the fight between Universe 11 and Universe 7 started a little bit earlier so we could see some more wicked fighting from God of Destruction Topo, Jiren, even Dipso. Dipso had a cool moment there. They're having a hard time with him. Golden Form Frieza is supposed to be somewhat god tier, because as you know, if you Golden Form Frieza was doing well against Super Saiyan Blue Goku at the very early Super, so he's somewhat god tier. He's not like all there, of course. He's getting, if you've seen the last few episodes, he's getting pummels by Dipso and Topo. So yeah, that's all. All right, peace out, guys.